What's going on, people? It is HiArc Gaming and we are back with another informative video for your gaming needs. Now, you're probably here because you're just as excited as we are for the new Call of Duty Cold War release. And rightly so, because what an amazing game it is. I found the gameplay to be so smooth and enjoyable, and it's definitely worth the purchase, especially with the new zombies that they have put in this. It is wild. So now in this video I'll be explaining to you about the new FOV setting that console players are able to adjust, and I'll be recommending to you my optimum levels that I've discovered through playing multiple multiplayer sessions. As always guys, if you find the video useful, please do drop a like and be sure to subscribe for more content. Let's go. So step 1, go to the settings menu and over to graphics, where you will see the dial for FOV. FOV is field of view, and as it suggests, it's essentially what you're able to see on your screen due to the magnification. Previously, this adjustment was only exclusive to PC, but now console players are also able to customize. And we're able to customize from 60 all the way up to 120, with 80 being the default. It is worth noting though that lowering the value underneath the default will result in a lower frame rate and present some lag, which you will see what I mean shortly. Okay, so now the lower your field of view is, the more zoomed in your screen and targets will be, and the obvious benefit of this is that it should improve your accuracy, as your targets are much larger and should be easier to hit. In contrast, the higher the FOV setting, the wider the picture ahead, making your targets much smaller. Though the plus side of this is that you have enhanced peripheral vision, which will allow you to see more of the map and possible threats. So starting off, as you can see, the FOV is set at 80, and this is the size of screen that console players are used to playing on Call of Duty, as we've not previously been able to adjust this. The aim down sight zoom is adequate, and it's really everything you already know. Moving down a notch to 70, there is a slight decrease in your field of view due to the magnification, but in my opinion this is not so noticeable. However, the big difference here that I feel is the frame speed that really does change the gameplay. If you notice, I move a little bit slower, and this could be a hindrance to your performance. Okay, so now setting the FOV at 60, which is the lowest possible setting, and already you can notice the aim down sight magnification does not change, and this just goes to show how magnified your targets will be right there in front of you. Additionally, you can see far less ahead of you, and this can feel rather restricting to some people. I imagine that depending on the map and the game mode you're playing, this can work either for or against you. So for example, if you're playing quite a small map, then having your targets magnified could be really beneficial, because there isn't a lot else you have to see other than those targets. But the noticeable difference here is the frames per second, which make you feel incredibly sluggish. So to give you a comparison, this is what it looks like when set to level 60. As you can see, it's pretty zoomed in considering I'm not standing that close. And here I'm standing in the exact same position as the first picture, and already you can notice such a big difference and much more of the map ahead. Just to cover it again, this is setting 60 and 80, and what a difference that is. Moving forward, we'll now be going above the default setting to level 90. And immediately the first thing you notice here is how much more of the map ahead is visible, which of course is incredibly useful while in multiplayer. And in addition to this, the gameplay just feels much faster as you're sprinting around, and this is due to the frame speed, I believe, which is increased as the FOV is increased. So increasing the FOV once more to level 100, and this is what you see ahead of you. It's quite an incredible view of what's ahead, as now we can see the whole building in comparison to just the staircase at level 60. The aim down sight magnification is pretty extensive, and as it should be, as this really does allow you to zero in on your opponents, although there seems to be some distance. And to be honest, it's crazy to think that we can still adjust it another 20 settings higher. But as we can, why not? So here we are at 110. And as you can expect by now, everything we have already covered is just being topped up. The best part about this setting though is that the increased frames per second make you feel like you're breezing through the game. It's crazy how quickly you feel like you're moving through the game, and many people do like that preference, so I definitely check it out. Again, the aim down sight zoom does make up for the distance caused by the FOV, but in my opinion it would be incredibly hard to see your opponents and react quick enough from this distance. And lastly, here we are at the maximum setting of 120. Now, legend has it that you may be able to see what your neighbors are doing if you look close enough on this setting, because it shows you absolutely everything in front of you. We've gone from just seeing the staircase on setting 60 to now we can see the park next door. It's unreal. As you can expect, the speed is crazy, the view in front of you is absurd, and the aim down sight zoom is incredibly magnified. As always guys, thank you for watching, and I hope this video has given you a bit of a better understanding on which FOV setting to pick. If you like the video, please give a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more content arriving daily, and have fun playing the new Call of Duty Cold War.